I would just call it world music because, you know, world music is a bit of jazz, a bit of Asian, a bit of Latin. It's all mixed up.
I call it world jazz, world music, but really just, it's good music. And I think that there's a real hunger for this kind of exciting music that's got a lot of energy to it. Rhythm is definitely a big part of it. But there's also a lot of interesting melodic features, and it's fun to play the music, and we're having a great time, and we hope you enjoy the CD that's coming out.
Saying world music means it's like different folkloric things, some Latin, Indonesian, Far East, Western, jazz, funk, rock. But in the improvisational plateau, so it's all this world music with the jazz influences of improvisation. Absolutely, because I think that jazz is an idiom that makes musicians converse and improvise on stage. But having that said, with all the different idioms, it's like almost different vocabularies, having a conversation in different vocabularies. So he can be playing some rhythm from Indonesia, I can be doing some Cuban songo, Jimmy Haslett, so it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it.
I think it's kind of an interesting combination of Western and with his local flavor of music, but so it's like a world music, but with Western fusion sort of sounds too. So there's a lot of technically tricky things. There's a lot of harmonically interesting stuff going on. Melodically, there's a lot of modes that we're not used to using with Western music. As an example, if you're doing something that's basically real Western major sounding scales versus things that are like just these kinds of interesting, definitely, and the gamelan is sort of an important thing with Indonesian music, so listening to how he works with those kinds of tonalities, like those kinds of things are really interesting.
And living in Malaysia gives me an opportunity to hear rhythms from Indonesia, which are very different, and the drums they use are very different. And Malaysia also, they have different rhythms and different drums and stuff like that. So it gives me a chance to play the rhythms that they play, but on Latin percussion. So my style has changed a bit because I learned a lot, and actually, playing together with other percussionists, like in Indonesia, like Krakatau's, the Dwiki's band.
Dwiki's band, yeah.
They have great percussionists.